Assalamu alaikum. We are live in London. It's the holiday weekend and we are here feeding the homeless. So as you can see, I'm with the team. They just set up the table with the food and they're about to serve the homeless people. It is very cold here in London tonight, and as you can see, there are hundreds of people out here that need food. It's okay. So hundreds of people around here who need food. So as you can see, this is what we're doing. We are supporting the homeless people here. We are feeding them, and we are also supporting them. So just wanted you guys to get a view, a feel, you know, during the holiday period. Whilst you guys are at home or working, we have access to food, water, shelter. These brothers and sisters in humanity, you know, they're on the streets. They don't have access to these things that we take for granted. So it's our duty as Muslims to help our brothers and sisters in humanity. You know, because we know that this life is a test, it's very short, and this was the methodology of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and all the previous prophets. So I'm going to go up to the team, inshallah, and basically we are going to, please don't touch me, sorry, please don't touch me. So Brother Rudolph, just tell us what's happening today.
Alhamdulillah, regular feeding the homeless in central London, alhamdulillah.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about your table. Why do you do it? Why is it important? Why should Muslims do this activity?
It's very important as Muslims to contribute to the community. Because, you know, in these times there's so many poor people, and it helps a reminder for ourselves.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And, you know, like there's hundreds of people out here.
Yeah.
And you've been doing
More
this.
than hundreds, bro. Look around.
SubhanAllah, SubhanAllah. And how cold is it?
It's not too bad today, but it has been a lot colder.
Yeah, SubhanAllah. So things that we take for granted, you know, shelter, food, water, warmth.
Even clothes or whatever, bro. You'll see people with like holes in their shoes or whatever.
Alhamdulillah.
Sad, bro.
Alhamdulillah. So you've been doing this quite regularly. So, you know, call to action. We want the brothers and sisters that are tuning in to support this. Click on the donate button and also to get involved, right?
Yeah, if you can't donate, make dua for us, or even contact us, and we'll, if it's possible, help them to get involved, start up in the second area, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. All right, I'm going to let you get...
Today
yep.
we didn't have chicken, so we had to go to the local fish and chip shop and buy like chicken or whatever.
Yep. Alhamdulillah.
It's not hard, man. People think it's hard. Just put your trust in Allah and just go for it, inshallah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's important because these are the characteristics of a Muslim, you know, that we should help our fellow brothers and sisters in humanity that are less fortunate, you know, and these are the characteristics we need to instill in our community. So I'm going to let you get back, inshallah. I'll come to you in a minute, inshallah. So as you can see, brothers and sisters, you know, even today they just went and got some food from the shops, and they are just feeding the people. I've been doing this for a year, so it's important that we as Muslims, we do this as well, that we need to show that Islam is a system which is for the benefit of humanity, and is our duty to help those who are less fortunate, inshallah. So it is quite cold today actually in London, and it is getting colder. So there is a donate button. Please support the team here. I'm just going to walk around so you guys can get a better view of like how many people are here in London and need help and support. So you would have thought, you know, living in London, living in a first world country, you know, London is one of the most, you know, countries in the world that is developed, the financial capital of the world. As you can see, the Christmas lights are up. right? And people are, doing well in London, but at the same time we have this schism where we have, people that are homeless, they don't have access to food, water, and for a developed country, this is really sad. But alhamdulillah, this is an opportunity for us as Muslims to have those characteristics. Alhamdulillah, the Muslims are one of the most charitable communities in the world, because when it's Ramadan, we give so much of our money to zakat, but it's also important to remember that, we should be charitable throughout the year. And if there are people out there that need help, that need support, and they are struggling, that we should go and do this, because this is what the Prophet ﷺ taught us to do. So, all it takes is to get a few brothers together, get some funds, get a bit of food, and just, try and help people. And that's what we're trying to do here. We want to try and motivate and inspire you guys. And it's always important to remember, first and foremost, you don't do this, because you want to get a thank you from people or for others to say, wow, look at what the work they're doing, it's great. We must understand that we're doing this purely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, as you can see, there's so many people that need help, and it's our duty as Muslims to do that. So please, brothers and sisters, support the work, get involved, and you can do this in your own area. Everywhere there are people in need, all it takes is just to take a bit of your time, go out there, support people, even just, smile at people, have a conversation with them, and support the work, the great work that's happening here and across the world, inshallah. And then use this as a means to call people to the message of Islam. And that's what we do here with the team. It's first we give them physical food, because obviously that is a priority for them. Food, some warm food, some clothing, a conversation, some drinks. And then once we've handed out the food, then what we do is we actually distribute some dawah materials, so that we give them some spiritual food, talk about purpose of life, talk about, the struggles that they're facing, and understand that this life is really temporary. No matter what situation they're facing, that it will come to an end, and there is something far greater to look forward to. So, be patient, direct your gratitude and thanks, and even when you're calling out for help and support, call out to the one that, created all of this, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, alhamdulillah, as you can see, the brothers are handing out the food. And generally, just be careful when you are doing this sort of work, that, you do get permission from the people, because, they are vulnerable. But I just wanted to highlight the work that's happening here, and also to motivate you guys to get involved, inshallah. So, I'm going to find Rudolph, inshallah. Where is he gone? So they've been doing this for about a year now, and there's different groups as well. Like further down that end, we have a Hindu group, and they're quite regular. We have another Muslim group that they come every Friday as well, and they have a table. The Sikhs are here, so and the interesting thing is, it's always the people of faith that are actually involved in this sort of work. You don't actually find, the sort of secularists or the sort of agnostic or atheist community. A lot of Christian groups as well are involved in doing the work of helping our fellow brothers and sisters in humanity. So it's important that we get involved as well, inshallah. So try and get a word with Sister Alia. She's the one who actually is the Amira of the team, and she's the one that coordinates the activities here. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask any questions in the comments. If you want to get started in your area and you want any tips or advice on how to start this activity, then we are more than happy to help you with that request, inshallah. So there's Rudolph. Let me go and ask him. So he's having a conversation. So an important part of this sort of work is not just to, hand out food, but also have conversations with people and speak to them. So Assalamualaikum.
Even if people can't bring food, bro, bring your clothes or whatever, bro.
So what are you guys doing here right now?
The sister and her kids. Where do you get the clothes from?
Yeah,
He's on Facebook.
a friend from work.
Okay. MashaAllah. So you hand out clothes as well. Assalamu alaikum. You guys are live on Facebook.
Don't swear.
He's on Facebook.
Don't worry.
We haven't got
we
you.
won't put you on there.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Say, Hazab.
They're from Sweden. My brother's kids from Sweden.
Oh, great work. Great work, guys.
It's very small, look. I think it's girls. No English. Well, maybe unisex. It's very small. You got someone you know?
So, Brother Rudolph, do you get regular people that you've you know when you come every week?
Yeah, after a while they get to know you, become friends with them, even like help you here and there. You didn't speak to anyone, no?
No, not at the moment. No.
Where's that tall Englishman who normally helps us?
Okay, wow.
Yeah, after a while they get to know you, they get to know your food and become friendly with them.
And also, like non-Muslims, they come and
Yeah,
help
that's
as
what
well.
I'm talking about. Yeah, they want to help you, and even like the people walking past, they're surprised or like, why is there so many like Muslims or?
Alhamdulillah. So even from that,
Of course, bro. Yeah.
wow. So this is very important, mashallah.
Just imagine, bro, like this is central London, and look, if people just going shopping, doing their usual stuff,
Yeah,
they don't see like what's happening on the street or whatever. It's
yeah.
sad.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah. All right, alhamdulillah. I'll let you get back, inshallah. I'm gonna close the live
Do you
feed.
need any hats or anything? Hats or gloves?
No.
Oh,
Okay, it's not because of. Okay.
Okay.
You want a scarf for yourself?
Alhamdulillah. All right, I'm gonna let you get on, inshallah.
Eyes in.
So, brothers and sisters, this is the Edmonton feeding the homeless team. So, inshallah, I'm going to close the live stream, but please continue doing the good work that you're doing. Keep us in your du'as. Support the work of da'wah, spreading the message of Islam to humanity, spreading love, compassion, mercy. And this is exactly what we're doing here. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless every single one of you. Keep up the good work. Keep us in your du'as. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.